Everyone, thank you so much for being here today. It really is such a pleasure to welcome you. Welcome to the We Don't Have Time US launch event. Today, we're bringing together climate leaders following the recent United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow to share, collaborate, amplify, and inspire. To those who are here in person in this beautiful venue overlooking our nation's capital, to those thousands that are tuning in from their respective locations all around the globe, I welcome you today as the President of US Operations for the world's largest social network and review platform for climate action. We don't have time. My name is Dr. Sweta Chakraborty. In addition to my roles at We Don't Have Time, I'm a risk and behavioral scientist. I apply advances in behavioral science to develop, design, and implement effective and impactful communications, interventions with the purpose of changing human behavior and outcomes from individuals to policymakers to private sector and many more. As we've learned from the recent United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, referred to as COP26, we need widespread behavioral change more urgently than ever before. One of the many outcomes from COP26 was the commitment to end deforestation, with 133 world leaders responsible for around 90% of the world's forests promising to end and reverse deforestation by 2030. Not to mention 33 financial institutions with 8.7 trillion in assets under management who have committed to tackling deforestation this decade. This is a wonderful and lofty goal, but it requires shifts in consumer demand, which is not an easy feat. Trust that, coming from a behavioral scientist, as well as the reprioritization and relocation of limited resources from all levels of government, ranging from municipal to multilateral. It requires bold leadership, potentially making unpopular decisions in the short run that ultimately benefit humanity and benefit humanity equitably in the long run. The remainder of this decade will determine our future on the only planet we've ever called home. If we fail to act, the effects of the climate crisis will be disastrous for humanity. But if we follow through with our commitment at COP26, invest in green solutions and in decarbonizing the economy, the transformation to clean energy can be the story of hope in the 21st century. One that brings cleaner air, better jobs, and a brighter future for all communities around the world. This is the story that we can really come together across our respective sectors, and there's so many represented in this room today, across our different backgrounds and across all the varying expertise in this room and in those who are tuning in to really forge forward together. We need to tell this story consistently from trusted, credible sources and louder than the other guys, and we know who the other guys are. Today, we brought together this room full of incredible climate leaders. And through our app and our platform, we are connecting millions around the world to come together, share good ideas, mobilize on campaigns and action plans, scale solutions, and then communicate loudly and consistently this story of opportunity, solutions, and hope for the future. And just in case you needed a reminder, there is still hope. The Glasgow Climate Pact still offers a shot at meeting our goal of limiting end-of-century warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. But in order to reach this goal, we must act now. We must break down barriers, come together and collaborate in order to amplify our impact. We have our marching orders now, post-COP26, so what are each of us going to do to see these commitments fulfilled? We're going to get into all of this and much more throughout the day and encourage everyone here and at home to engage with one another and with us through the We Don't Have Time app.